How's it going, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another lightsaber video. This time we have a classic one, and that is Obi-Wan's lightsaber. And we're not talking about the thin neck designs or anything like that, which I guess that's a little bit more classic than anything. But we are preferring to Obi-Wan's lightsaber from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I actually looked back in terms of reviews that I've done here on this channel. Apparently the only time I've reviewed his Episode 1 lightsaber was back before Galaxy's Edge first opened up during the preview events. That's the only other time. Since then, I've never actually reviewed a, much more higher tier Profi or anything like that, just the basic Galaxy's Edge one. And well, now we're going to fix that by reviewing this one here. Now this one was sent my way courtesy of NSabers, and this one is made by TXQ. So, as always, if you are interested in this lightsaber, I do have my very own affiliation link and discount code located in the video description down below. Anytime that you use my discount code, not only do you save some money, but I also make a few bucks as well, which always goes towards supporting this channel and me being able to review stuff like this for you guys to check out. And man, oh man, it is cool to get my hands on an Obi-Wan Episode 1 lightsaber. It's one of my favorites up there, I would say. Is it like my all-time favorite? Probably not in that category, but if I were to have like a top 10 list of lightsabers, I'd say it's definitely somewhere within that list for sure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give you guys a closer look of this hilt. Now in terms of blade, this will be using a 1-inch blade style. Has a total of 3 retention screws, and the little retention screws are hidden within the middle section of this black area on all 3 sides. This is of course your main activation button, and your secondary button is going to be located right here. Nice details all the way around, and a little bit of a crazy cool pommel section as well. And of course, if you're wondering how does this clip on, this uses the cover tech wheel. Now if you wish to access to the internals, it is pretty simple. I will mention that when I first got this, there was a sticker that was located right across here that was a bit hard to get off, but of course using something like Goof Off will clean off a lot easier. And I don't know who was the maker of Goof Off, but I mean, I'm glad to have something like that. But once you remove the pommel section, there is a pull tab, thankfully. Otherwise, getting this out would be a little bit of a pain to get access to your internals. So as I mentioned, this is the Profi installed one. You got your speaker and pull tab located there. On the other side, you have your battery, USB-C charging ports, and there you go. Now this is only going to slot in one way, so just kind of look to see how this is angled, and look to see how it's angled on the inside here. Using any kind of light source that you can get is always going to be helpful. Or to slide in the piece, and if it doesn't fit in one way, just basically flip it over and try it that way until you kind of pop it in there. And it's as easy as that. Oop, almost dropped that. And all you gotta do is kind of angle this in, tighten it up, and you are ready to go. So let me go ahead and bring a blade right over. As I mentioned, this is going to be using the 1-inch blade. This time I'm using one of my shorter blades, so hopefully I don't hit the ceiling like in my last review. But I'm kind of curious, what do you guys think of Obi-Wan's Episode 1 lightsaber? Just in general, like, do you like the design? Do you prefer the thin neck overall? Do you hate it? Let me know down below. Obviously, when it comes to Star Wars Episode 1, I don't feel like a lot of people talk about it too much, besides, of course, with Darth Maul, and then usually when people bring up Jar Jar Binks. I do like Jar Jar. I think he's a neat character overall. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but he's fun nonetheless, especially in the Clone Wars, or Darth Jar Jar in LEGO format. We're going to go ahead and turn off this main light here. Now, of course, the hilt overall feels great in the hands, whether or not there's a blade in it, or just the hilt by itself. And definitely makes for a great display piece. So as I mentioned, the red button is the activation. I know we already started off with red, but it's alright. I think I'm on the Sidious font if I'm not mistaken, but we're just going to kind of start from there. And thankfully, unlike my last review with the Ahsoka Tano lightsabers, obviously no issues with sound ventilation. It's as you would expect for a lightsaber. And of course, to switch, again, this is your secondary button, located right here.
Dark Sith red.
We're just going to kind of cycle through and kind of work our way back around here.
Smooth.
Luke Skywalker. I am told it is the dark saber. I'd put that on ice if I were you.
Again, just feels great overall.
Cal Kestis.
Let's see, we're going to go to a green.
Anakin. General Kenobi.
Tell
me, is this training?
My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
Boom. And again.
You did your best.
I don't know why, but like the screeching sound kind of reminds me of, and it was just one of the movies I was rewatching the other day. God, which one was it? It was one of the Terminator movies, with specifically the gosh, I suck with names, but the one Terminator who was able to like melt and reform, but like, you know, when he's all like breaking apart, when he's in the pit and stuff like that, the weird sound effects, you know, some of the screeching sound effects kind of remind me of that scene right there.
Angel and plasma. Dark Sith red.
What do you want?
Of course, we can't forget one of my favorites. Plus, it's fitting because pod racing was in Episode 1. Now this is pod racing. What if I just hit the camera right now? I'm tempted to not hit it at the same time. I'm always like, I'm worried because I'm just ever so close. Yeah, nothing gets your heart racing then. But there we go. Never gets old. Go ahead, re-enable the lights here. But yeah, Obi-Wan's Episode 1 lightsaber from the Phantom Menace. What do you guys think about Obi-Wan's saber? Again, the hilt feels great. There isn't any issues as far as holding the device. There's nothing that seems to, you know, get loose over time or anything like that. And even like the little pommel sections, you might be kind of worried about, like maybe the edges might be sharp. But honestly, no, the edges are rounded out. Again, I don't know how well that's going to appear on camera, but again, all these edges are rounded out nice and neat, so there's no sharpness to them at all. So you're not gonna like cut or scrape yourself on anything, even by accidental use. I mean, I'm sacrificing my own hand here, so you don't have to. But again, no issues nonetheless. But again, I think this is a great lightsaber, definitely worth adding into your collection. Honestly, the nice thing, especially if you are collecting sabers based on particular movies and or shows, collecting the sabers for episode 1 is probably the most easiest one, because all you need is Obi-Wan's, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul, and then you got the whole set. That's as simple as that. But definitely can't go wrong with that. But again, let me know what you guys think about this one, or just in general, what is your favorite episode 1 lightsaber between the 3? Let me know in the comment section down below, and definitely stay tuned. In my next review, I'll be reviewing a Vader Sabers exclusive, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And then from there, we'll kind of just work our way around. Until then, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and always remember, may the Force be with you.